TGIF. So I want to make a quick video on something that came up and from another admin, and they had questions on, and I basically said what you need to do is enable Cipher Suite Order. It's a vulnerability in systems. So, and I just detect a lot of nervousness behind this, and it is justified, because if you do really strengthen your Cipher Suite order to, pardon me, to the point where you can no longer, for example, RDP into your server, that's a problem, right? So I just want to show how easy it is. It's really fairly easy. I just have a quick and dirty Windows 2019 server VM created here, and it doesn't have the Cipher Suite enabled. So I'm just going to jump in to the server and show you how to do this. You shouldn't get nervous about stuff like this, especially if you're just using the default Cipher Suite. It's perfectly normal to do this sort of thing. You first of all open up a command prompt, just a normal command prompt, and gp edit group policy edit.msc. And then what you're looking at here is the group policy editor. And you want to look at the computer administrative templates under network. You want to go to SSL configuration settings. And there's something called the SSL Cipher Suite Order. This is going to make your server a lot more secure, especially if you're hosting websites. So what you do is you enable it right here. And it gives you already a list, and you could hit OK, reboot, stop here, and you're good to go. So if we do that, let's do that. Let's just enable it, hit OK. Now we're just going to reboot the server. Okay, now it's rebooting. Now while it's rebooting, I got a spreadsheet open here somewhere. Somewhere I have a spreadsheet. There it is. And this is the normal Cipher Suite order in Windows Server 2019. This is what it gives you. So if you look here, there's a lot of a weak cipher is anything that is 128 or less, or like SHA is a very weak cipher. 128 is a very weak cipher. So you see all those? What you want to do is get rid of those. I have a Cipher Suite order that I use here. And where you'll run into problems, let's say you're hosting a website, and you get like a web inspect scan, and it comes back and says, hey, you got a weak cipher here. So you need to strengthen your ciphers. So you're like, and it's a critical finding. It's not a informational or a low. I mean, it's not even a high. It's higher than high. It's critical. So they take it very seriously. These are the ones that I use. You can notice they're all 256, 384. There's nothing below 256 here. Okay. I'm not an expert on ciphers. I just know that this is the list that I use on my servers. So we just enabled it on that VM1, and now we're just I'm gonna prove that I can get back into the server. So just fine. And let's see here. I want to do there we go. Alrighty. So I'm in the server, and So at a minimum, you really should have it enabled with its default Cipher suite. If you're running a proxy server in front of your servers, such as an F5, for example, you want to make sure the F5 has the same Cipher suite that you're running, or you'll run into problems. But so here it is. It's enabled. Everybody's happy, right? Now I want to replace that. Let's see here. This is my Cipher suite here, and let's just put a comma, and then I want to hit delete down, put a comma, delete down, comma. So I'm just putting commas in, separating. Delete. Oh, I don't need that one. That's the last one. So it didn't get all of them. Let's expand this. So there we go. That should do it. And delete. I have a funky keyboard, so I have to look before I hit delete. Okay, good. Go home. Oh man, come on. Go back. Go home. I'm just getting rid of these carriage returns. And I have word wrap turned off, obviously. Okay, I'm going to eyeball it now. That's my ordered list. Oh, it has to be in a certain order, too, of what's strongest to weakest you have. All right, now that I've got that and I have a continuous string, go back to my server, and I'm going to go in this little, isn't this nice? They give you this little text box. I've never understood Microsoft. Why do they have all this space? Why can't they just give us a little editing space? All right. Okay, so I just put in the strong Cipher suite. That's this guy right here. See how many I've taken out of this list? I've taken out quite a few. It's been a while since I came up with this list, so this is for Server 2019. So there it is. Now let's go ahead and reboot the server. I can put this in the comments section of the video, or in the description, so at least you have that list. But anyway, this shows you. I mean, it's not scary. Years ago, we had to put in triple des. Triple des is old. It's very weak and old. Hold on. And so we'd have a strong Cipher suite with the exception of triple des. Because without that triple des, we couldn't RDP into our servers. And there's like a whole process of, once you lost access to your server, you got to get access again. And I'm not even going to go through that. It's not something I do very, very often. A very skilled SA showed it to me once. So anyway, back to this gpedit.msc. Okay. Network. Come on, babe. This is why I like Linux, because there's no like resizing of windows you got to do. It's all right. So here it is, and that is our list. So what I do is I usually take that and I just put it in Notepad, and then I do this. I do Control F, find a comma, and come on, man, comma, there. Then I do F3, F3. I just keep hitting enter. I do see the problem there. P3, is that part of my list? Oh, it is. All right, so that is my list. It is the correct list. It is enabled. So I just wanted to show that to you guys. It's not scary as it sounds, because nobody understands all those Cipher suites and what they mean. But main point is you can do it and do it safely and still have RDP access now. It wasn't that way, 10 years ago. We had to put in triple DES in order to keep the RDP access open. So there you have it. I hope it helps. Thanks. Bye.